Whole YouTube back again. Don't know if I like this camera angle. Let's see here. Very hard when I'm using nature to use. There we go. I originally was going to name this a true-fledged review, but I don't think I will. And why I'm saying that is because a lot of reviews are boring. Let's be honest, a lot of the reviews are boring. They tell you stuff you already know, like the perfumer, the notes, so on and so forth. And you really just get an infomercial of what the perfume is about. You don't get the true effects of it. You get the you don't get the pathos, you don't get the emotional aspect of perfume. Ever since the beginning of time, perfume has been a luxury item. Ever since the early days for people to use during ceremonial purposes, as well as sexual purposes, and carrying on to piece of hair can just never stay in the right spot. But even on towards medieval times, to where when the rich were the only ones that got to take a bath, and they'd use rose water to keep them smelling good, which it just covered up more stuff. And then now you want to smell like a dirty rose. But this is Sauvage Elixir, Dior Sauvage Elixir. Is this a fragrance I could buy? Yeah, it is. It's a fragrance. Over the past couple of days, I've contemplated buying. And to do a little history, whether some of you all know or not, when Sauvage came out in 2015, I was one of the first people to put a review out on it. God, I've got to shave that. It's killing me. I was one of the first people to put a review out on it. Sauvage was my original signature scent. I was a Sauvage boy. I was a Sauvage bro before there was Sauvage bros. The Sauvage bros really came out and started happening around about 2017. By that time, I had moved on to my journey from Sauvage. And I actually ended up selling a bottle of it. Kind of regret it. It was an original early 2015 Dior Sauvage EDT. Man, I'll tell you, loads of compliments, loads of them. That's the thing that Sauvage is known for, compliments. I don't know what Dior has put in this fragrance. Fragrance pheromones are complete garbage, complete hogwash, just marketing and so on and so forth. But I kid you not, if they did not put some sort of special sauce in this fragrance, I don't know. I remember getting so many compliments out of my 2015 bottle of Dior Sauvage EDT. I actually had a girlfriend at the time, and she would get jealous because other girls would compliment me. I swear to God, put my right hand to God. R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. But yeah, and it was just crazy. And man, if I could just go back, I'd do so much different. You know, hindsight's 20/20. But could I wear this? Have it on my hands. Has the Sauvage DNA, the Sauvage DNA. It has the cardamom, the kind of, this one isn't so much a lemony. I would say there's a lemony note top there. It could be the grapefruit. There's something kind of zesty, you know, a little zesty in the opening, something that gives it, I don't know, a familiarity. I think that really Dior works with an accord, like how Chanel has created an accord, how Guerlain has created an accord, how certain perfumers create an accord, like Jean-Claude Elena, he has created an accord with a lot of the Hermes fragrances. A lot of them share the same nods and nuances to one another, but it really breaks down to the same DNA overall. And a lot of these DNAs are composed of tens of notes, just very small pieces of those notes to create this accord. And I think that's what Dior is doing here with the Sauvage accord. You know, all four, the EDT, the EDP, the Parfum, and the Elixir now. And I'm sure they'll probably come out with another one. Oh, and the Eau Forte, I haven't smelled the Eau Forte yet, or Eau Forte, so can't speak on that one. But they all share some similarities, some bits of the DNA. It's Sauvage, for Christ's sake. There's going to be some similarities. But where I think this one really shines is where this one's stronger. It's stronger, but it really isn't that much stronger because they've watered it down. They've watered down the EDT so much. They've watered down the EDP so much. And then now they're starting to water down the Parfum. So, you know, it is what it is. But this one's strong, like how Jeremy Fragrance says strong. It's not strong just because it's long-lasting or it projects so loud, but because it has power, baby. It has power. It will pound you. It will beat you. It will bend you over and take no mercy. Get ready. Better bring your Jergens with you or your Vaseline, because you're about to get bent over. But yeah, this one's much stronger. Has a lot of ambery notes in the base. Not quite. I don't really think it's amber woods, because if it was, my nose would shut off to it, as my nose does with Chanel, Bleu de Chanel Parfum. When I smell that fragrance, God almighty, I cannot deal with it. The dang amber woods are killer to my nose, and I just can't handle it. I really can't. It's bothersome. My nose automatically goes nose blind. My nose shuts it out. So it's not amber woods, or if it is, it's such a small amount of amber woods mixed with the amber. Amber being benzoin, frankincense, vanilla, labdanum, notes along those lines to create an amber accord. There's actually not amber. They're not going out and finding, like in Jurassic Park, finding amber and doing all that crap. They're not doing that. So, you know, save yourself the heartache and all that crap. But, you know, Americans just propping up against something. But, then you get the patchouli. I love patchouli. It's choking the crap out of me. I swear it's on the right side. Whoops. But I guess that's what I get for buying Champion. This hoodie is Carhartt, I promise. But this shirt is Champion. It's a shirt. I do not recommend Charleston Southern University. It's a horrible, horrible university. Don't go there. But you do get you do get the classic, you know, you do get the cardamom, grapefruit. You get licorice in here. I originally mistook it as Nagarmotha, or also known as cypriol oil. I mistook it for that. And this does have a lot of woods in it. It has a lot of dried woods, but I think the Sauvage DNA itself is quite wet, so it kind of wettens those woods up a little bit. But what really makes this fragrance hard to describe, and what I've always thought that makes Dior Sauvage hard to describe, is the same thing as with like Parfum's MDCI Chypre Palatin. You really can't pick out an individual note because they all flow together so seamlessly. Really, when I say the term over blended, this really is over blended. It has been over blended so much that you can't pick it apart, and that's what really makes it mass appealing. Like when people smell, for example, Parfum's MDCI Chypre Palatin, it is a compliment getting perfume. You know, I'm not taking away from that. Several people like it. A lot of people like it. Men, women, multiple ages, because it is so over blended. Yet it is well done, but it's so over blended, it's hard to pick out an individual note. You just get a whole accord, and that's what it is with the Sauvage. All of them, that's what it is with this one. There really isn't a top, middle, and base. What you get is what you get. Yeah, there's little changes, little tweaks here and there. There's the fragrance that goes on through time, but really what you smell is what you get. What you see is what you get with this fragrance. But I like it, I really do. I would probably end up buying it. I don't know if I will. Maybe if Dior runs like a special or something, or they're offering like a real nice You know, usually if, like with Dior, if you spend like over $200, they'll offer you like a nice bag or something with it. So if they do, I might buy it, but at the same time, I might not. This fragrance, for me, if I were to buy it, it would be something that I could just, it would be a dumb reach fragrance. And I really don't like dumb reach fragrances because I don't want my perfume wearing experience to be dumb. But oftentimes, you know, now at the job I'm at, working for the railroad, which I've been there almost, in August, I'll be there 3 years. You just need to stop messing with this piece of, this branch that's actually fell out of a tree where the trees fell and it stabbed into the ground. But I've really struggled the whole time finding a fragrance I could really wear there without being offensive. You know, because sometimes I can be stuck on an engine, a quite confined space with someone for 12 hours. And, you know, you really don't want to be offensive. You don't want to be that guy that wears too much cologne. So it is what it is. This is a perfume I could buy. I could buy this. I'm not going to bore you with anything else. So hope everyone has a good day.